Being one of 19 children, many Bringing Up Bates fans have the expectation that Katie Bates Clark will have a large family. However, when Katie was pregnant with her first child, she and her husband, Travis, shared that they wanted to have about 3 kids. The couple feels that 4 is their absolute max. Initially, they planned to have a decent age gap between their children, but have their plans changed. Read on for more details. Travis Clark and Katie Bates were married on December 3, 2021. Their first pregnancy was announced just a short time later, in August of 2022. The Clarks welcomed their daughter, Haley James Clark, in February of 2023. In a recent vlog, they shared a few little updates on their baby girl. At 9 months old, she is still awaiting teeth, but Katie has a feeling that they are close. Travis also shared that Haley is coming out of a clingy phase. Apparently, she would get extremely upset anytime her parents were out of sight. The proud daddy explained that they began encouraging more independent floor time in order to break this habit. The Clarks do break the news that they will begin to phase out their day-to-day updates and family filming as Haley gets older. Continuing through their most recent vlog, Travis read a follower's question to Katie. It reads, "Erin was laying on her couch in one of their vlogs a couple months before they announced she was pregnant. Josie was laying on a couch at your grandparents' over the 4th of July, and a few months later, they announced she was pregnant. In your last vlog, Katie took a nap during the day. Can we expect an announcement in a couple of months?" Katie begins laughing and clarifies that she is not currently pregnant. She continues on saying, "I think definitely in 2024 we will probably." Travis quickly says, "Wow, putting it out there." In addition, Katie states, "Haley is still my little baby, and I'm loving this stage with her and time with her, but I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's years out. It will probably be sometime next year." They seemingly agree that 2024 is highly probable and will be a great spacing. Some fans were shocked that Katie was up to discussing another child so soon after the birth of her first. Skeptics believe that she is already pregnant, playing coy, and planning a 2024 announcement, potentially after Haley's first birthday on February 17. Alyssa Bates Webster, as seen on Bringing Up Bates, has rumors of strife swirling through the interwebs. In her recent birthday post on Instagram, Webster included, "This year different life circumstances and shifts in relationships just made me want to skip over today." Fans immediately noticed the cryptic message and began to worry for Alyssa. Alyssa Bates Webster and John Webster married on May 24, 2014. They have 5 children together. Allie, 8, Lexi, 6, Zoe, 5, Maki, 2, and their first son, Rhett, 7 months. Throughout the entirety of their marriage, Bates has been a stay-at-home mom. Though for a short stint, she did assist her husband in his commercial cleaning business. As a result of some health problems, she had to stop in 2019. As a stay-at-home mom, Alyssa spends her time caring for the children and homeschooling the oldest 4. John works in the heating and air conditioning industry in his family's business. As you can imagine, a post discussing any shifts in relationships will have people automatically thinking, "Oh, it's got to be her husband," especially in light of some recent comments he has made that directly affect Bates. A few have commented that they feel that since he now has a son, he is less involved with Alyssa and their daughters. However, it is worth noting that he is featured in the post's image, which some fans feel is enough to count him out as being the subject of her vagueness. Being one of 19 children, it's inevitable that there will be some bickering and fighting from time to time. In light of her obscure post, followers are considering all possibilities. The majority of the Bates family is fairly active on social media, so it's pretty safe to assume that they would comment or post for family birthdays. In most cases, this seems to be true for their large family. Kelly Jo Bates, in particular, is amazing at keeping up with all of her children's and grandchildren's birthdays and doing lovely posts for each. You can view her post for Alyssa's birthday here. A few sisters in particular are suspected to have drifted away from Alyssa in terms of their closeness. Some followers suggested that Katie and Alyssa are not on speaking terms. However, one was quick to note that Katie did post a happy birthday in her stories, commented on Alyssa's post, and sent a gift to her door. There was a bit of speculation that Carlin may have been the subject of Webster's ambiguity, but she was apparently the first in the family to post in honor of her big sister's birthday. She also commented, "We love you so much. Happy birthday, Sias," on the post in question. Though this particular Reddit thread made no mention of the current status of her relationship with her brother Lawson, it's worth noting that she didn't even attend his wedding. Also of note is a lack of Josie Bates' Balka's presence on Alyssa's page. There have been months of assumptions that Josie is on bad terms with a lot of her sisters. It seems to be painfully obvious given she didn't like or comment on her sister's birthday post, nor make a post of her own. Although details are hard to come by, there is a bit of speculation that the post may be in reference to in-laws or even friends. The Websters do share a large portion of their lives on social media. However, they have said that they do have new friends that they have chosen not to share on any of their platforms. As far as in-laws go, those relationships can certainly be complicated, and it isn't expected that she would share details if the post is in reference to John's family. Bringing Up Bates star John Webster has stirred up quite a storm with his latest comments. John is the husband of Alyssa Bates. The couple have been married for 9 years now and have 5 children: Allie, 8, Lexi, 6, Zoe, 5, Maki, 2, and Rhett, 7 months. Due to the cancellation of Bringing Up Bates, many of the adult Bates children have taken to sharing their lives on YouTube. Alyssa and John were among the first to start sharing their content. They love sharing what the family is up to, kids' milestones, vacations, and more. In their most recent video, the Websters made it a point to answer some questions that they have never addressed before. Innocently enough, they talked about each other's love languages, how they spend their downtime, and even how much sleep they prefer to get. However, a few of John's responses have caused an uproar on Reddit. For the purpose of their Q&A specific videos, Bates will post to her Instagram stories so that followers can let her know what their biggest questions are. The most popular questions are typically centered around pregnancy and babies, with lots of varying views on the right way to expand a family or when to stop. These answers always garnish some fiery responses. However, this go around, John's honesty and transparency have shone a negative light on him. In the public eye, not many seem to have a problem with the reality star Webster. However, on Reddit, he has a very different reputation. Comments on this recent thread seem to be in agreement that he is not what he has been portrayed to be on the family show. During their most recent video, an Instagram follower asked Alyssa what her dream mom SUV would be. Bates Webster replied, "Any SUV other than the one I have." John seems to be very defensive and immediately says, "Listen, that's a great car." Alyssa admits, "I love my car, but it is very old and it is falling apart. Like badly, it is falling apart." Why won't John buy her a new vehicle? Because the kids need to learn how to take care of it and respect it, just like the couch upstairs. Redditors agree that in this video, John came across as a jerk and a cheapskate. One comment read, "I can understand the couch, but not the car thing. His wife and children need to be in a safe and reliable car. What if this is an emergency and they can't get to where they need to go? Or what if it breaks down in a non-safe situation?" Another stated, "I honestly don't like him at all. He thinks this is a parenting flex that he'll let his kids ride around in something falling apart big they can't respect it." Alyssa Bates Webster, star of Bringing Up Bates, shares details about baby Webster 6. She and her husband, John Webster, wedded on May 24, 2014. They currently have 5 children together: Allie, 8, Lexi, 6, Zoe, 5, Maki, 2, and their first son, Rhett, born earlier this year. As Rhett is approaching 8 months old, fans have started to suspect another Webster baby is on their way. Read on for what Alyssa has to say after 5 highly publicized pregnancies. It is no secret that they aren't easy on Bates Webster at all. She has shared many times of her experience with hyperemesis gravidarum, Per the American Pregnancy Association, hyperemesis gravidarum, HG, is a condition characterized by severe nausea, vomiting, weight loss, and electrolyte disturbance. While mild cases can be treated with rest, diet changes, and medication, more severe cases may require IV fluids and vitamins. In prior pregnancies, Alyssa's HG was severe enough to warrant IV nutrition and fluids being administered. She has mentioned on a few occasions that she meets with a high-risk doctor regularly and has weekly IVs. For many women, this condition alone is enough for them to swear off pregnancy. That does not appear to be the case for Alyssa. Coming from a family of 19 kids, this seems to be the most frequently asked question that Webster gets during pregnancy. A lot of avid viewers seem to be weighing out which Bates children will follow in their parents' footsteps. While pregnant with their fifth child, Rhett, Alyssa promptly replied, "Yes," when addressing this inquiry in a YouTube video. In this same segment, a follower asked, "Do you believe in birth control/anti-conception?" Webster responded, "I believe personally it's up to each couple to decide what's best." In spite of Alyssa and John being adamant that Rhett would be their last child, many believe that they would have at least one more. One even commented on their pregnancy announcement that they couldn't wait for the encore. Could they be right? According to this Reddit thread, Alyssa's stance on a sixth child has gone from an absolute no to a we'll see. In her Instagram stories yesterday, a fan asked if she was planning to have more kids, and her tune has certainly changed since her last pregnancy. Given the health concerns that she struggles with, there were several people who felt the choice was foolish. "I can't believe she's had as many as she's had with HG. I'm not a parent, but I truly can't imagine pushing through extreme sickness for almost an entire year," stated one Redditor. One interesting theory shared by a few viewers is that the Websters want a sixth so that Rhett can have a chance at having a brother. Josie Bates Balka and her husband Kelton Balka, featured on Bringing Up Bates, are expecting baby number 3 in early March 2024. They are already parents to daughters Willow 4 and Hazel 2. Fans speculate that she has slyly announced the gender of their third baby in spite of claiming they will not be finding out until birth. The announcement of the third baby Balka comes as no surprise given the family size that both Kelton and Josie come from. Josie is number 10 of 19 children in the Bates family. Her husband of 5 years, Kelton, is the oldest of 5 children. Longtime fans of the show know that she has always wanted a family. Unfortunately, Josie has experienced some health scares and a prior miscarriage, so it does put a bit of a damper on their hopes for a large family. According to her Instagram, this pregnancy has been progressing well and both baby and herself are happy and healthy. With their 2 daughters, the Balkas did beautiful gender reveals on Instagram. This time around, Josie has stated that they will not be finding out the baby's gender until birth. For Hazel, the couple, along with oldest daughter Willow, shot pink cannons full of confetti in a gorgeous photo shoot. The reveal followed a common theme that mimicked their pregnancy announcement, which was also full of confetti. Looking back to their first daughter's pregnancy announcement and gender reveal, another common theme is noted: balloons. In their pregnancy announcement, the pair are photographed together holding large, pink, blue, and yellow balloons that read, "Baby Balka arriving July 2019. Her gender reveal consisted of the couple popping large white balloons that contained pink confetti. Balka's third baby was announced through an intimate Instagram reel featuring the whole family and a precious voiceover from Willow. "I have a surprise. Mommy has a baby in her belly. This is a picture of it. Hazel's a big sister now. I can't wait to see it. Love you, bye." The next day, Josie posted stills from the family photo shoot confirming that they were expecting baby 3 in March. As of yet, Josie nor Kelton have posted an official gender announcement online. However, fans have picked up on something that may be a clue to baby's gender. According to this Reddit thread, there is speculation that Josie has already dropped a hint ahead of the upcoming reveal. The original poster made note of a word change they believe to be an indication that the third little Balka is another little girl. It would seem that she changed her bio from my girls to girl mom. Typically, this phrase is used for moms who have all girls, so it is not a far-fetched theory. Many others in the thread believe it to be nothing more than a simple rewording and feel that the assumption is invalid.